Hi
Hello.
guys, my name's Gabriel. I'm from Birmingham in the UK, in England, that is.
That's exciting. I'm Rob, and I'm from Scotland, in Scotland.
In Scotland, yeah.
Yeah.
If
How are
there's
you, Dave?
anybody, I'm all right. I'm all right. Bit of a slow-going week, I think, this week. Very much looking
Slow
forward
week.
to be a slow-moving week. Yeah, very much looking forward to being free at some point. As I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm okay. Yeah, not bad. It's a beautiful day today, and I think it makes it harder being stuck inside when it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, yeah.
I want. If it's raining, I'm very happy to be inside. I'm like, well, this is fantastic. Quarantine all the time, please.
This is what I would be doing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. When it's sunny, I want to be outside.
Mm-hmm. We have a nice roof at ours, a kind of sunroof, which gives you a kind of illusion of freedom every now and again. But I tend to save those for the days when I'm not doing anything, you know, when I have no idea of what to do. If there are any students watching, please name and where you are. Marta, hi, and Martina, both from Milan.
Both from Milan. Do you know each other, Marta and Martina? Are you friends?
And Mauro from Genoa. Hello.
Hello, Mauro from Genoa. Where is Genoa? Okay.
It's in Liguria, I think.
Where is Liguria?
I hope it's like northwestern Italy. It's on the coast, so it's a kind of port city in the northwest. I think it's in Liguria. I'm sorry, Mauro, if it's not.
Maybe Mauro can tell us. Mauro, where's Genoa? My Italian geography is terrible, so please let me know. Cool. So we have Marta, Martina, and Mauro. So 3 M's.
Oh, spotting the patterns all up and down the shop. Fantastic stuff, Rob.
Oh, Valeria. Why can't your name be
Valeria? You broke the pattern. Yes. Valeria from Salerno.
Salerno. Perfect. Welcome, Valeria.
Good stuff. Well, we're both in Rome at the moment. So we have a nice spread of kind of north and south. What are we going to be looking at today then, Rob?
So we're talking about traveling. Something you can't do at the moment, but maybe in the future.
We can travel with our minds for now.
Exactly.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, during the sort of lockdown, I think I do lots of traveling with my mind. But yeah, so we're talking about different types of traveling and different types of trip. Also looking at the past perfect continuous and some boat idioms. So idioms involving a boat. So, Gaby, we have 3 questions here. First one, how often do you travel within your country or abroad? So if you're listening to us, please answer the first question. How often do you travel? And is it usually within your country or is it more often abroad? Gabe, tell me. What about you?
More recently, I've been traveling a lot more, probably within the European remit. Probably since leaving university, I've had more liberty to kind of detach myself from a fixed place. So I've been traveling quite a lot around Europe. But
that's good.
I mean, I suppose when I moved to Italy, I'd hoped to do more internal travel around Italy. Unfortunately, due to current circumstances, that's kind of been shut down. But I would very much like to visit. I've done a lot around the north of Italy, but haven't done much further south than Rome. Besides Sicily, unfortunately, but I would very much like to visit.
Is there anywhere you would like to go?
I mean, kind of around. I've never gone to Napoli or kind of around Salerno as well, and or kind of southeast to Bari and stuff. I haven't visited that part of Italy, and I would like to very much. Maybe once the lockdown has ended. Hopeful thinking. What about you, Rob? How often do you travel?
I travel a little, I suppose. I live, and we live abroad. So often I'm traveling abroad. I guess I'd like to do more traveling around Scotland, where I'm from. I haven't traveled much in Scotland. So I think that's something I'd like to do, but usually I'm traveling abroad.
Yeah, I haven't. I've barely done any of Scotland. I visited Edinburgh once, and I went up by. Do you know that town that's shifted sides between the English and the Scottish? About 10 Berwick, I think it's called.
Berwick, yeah.
I've been up around and a little bit further north than them, but embarrassingly haven't visited Scotland much at all.
Come on, Gabe.
So it's a great pity. It's a great regret of mine, I think, thus far. We have some answers from Mauro.
Okay. Yeah.
I often travel abroad.
Okay, so often in the UK, Mauro. Sorry, Gabe. Often in the UK, fantastic. Where in the UK do you go, Mauro?
Just a note for Mauro, by the way. That's a great sentence. In English, we use the definite article in front of UK. So we say the UK, especially in the United Kingdom. We also do that with the United States of America, and we do it with the Netherlands as well. Those are the three countries in the world that we put the definite article in front of the country for. But that's excellent.
Congo, Gabe.
Oh, and the Congo. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. It's four apparently.
You always forget about the Congo, Gabe. I know you.
And the Congo and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Okay. Marta does both. She's abroad and in Italy.
We can whenever I have a chance.
August is my favorite month for traveling, I think.
August.
Yeah, it's often very hot in August, I think. Maybe towards the end of August is good.
Interesting.
I think you don't agree with me, Gabe.
No, it's just I agree that in August is the hottest month, and for that reason, I like to shut down completely all all senses and kind of outside stimulation. It's just too hot for me to do anything. I kind of like around May, kind of early June time, I think.
Okay.
Because that's it's nice. A little bit. I can't deal with the heat.
It's a bit cooler, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mauro says that London is where he usually travels. I like London too, Mauro. My mum is from London. But I don't know, Gabe, what do you think? As a Birmingham boy, do you like London?
Do I like London? I lived in London for 5 years. I absolutely love it to pieces. It's a fantastic place. It's very fast-paced. The lifestyle there, though, is London and Birmingham are incredibly different places in that sense.
Yeah.
London is very fast-paced, and Birmingham is very slow. But London's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, Marta also loves London, actually. So lots of London files. Would you say that London?
Yes. London files. Yeah.
Yeah, the Francophile.
Definitely.
Why not a London file?
I like.
Oops, sorry.
We're working. Oops. Was that where you going?
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I like to visit European cities during the weekend whenever I have the chance. Yeah, excellent. Which
Anywhere.
European cities? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which are your favorites, Martina? Yeah, Marta's talking about the USA, Caribbean, European states. Loads of fantastic places, I think. And often cities, she says. Which is similar for me, I think, but often I go to cities.
Yeah. Kind of cultural hubs, aren't they? I think.
Yeah.
Cities by the coast are my favorite ones, often, because you get the best of both worlds in that you can go to the city, but you can also cool off.
Exactly. That's true.
I just have a quick side note just for Marta. Sorry. You definitely know this, I'm sure, but we would just remember, I think after Bean, in this sense, after the past participle of Bean, we would probably use to.
Yes.
The preposition to. We use it with both go and in this sense, been is kind of the sense of a trip there. So we would probably use the preposition to. I've been to the USA, been to the Caribbean island, and to many European states. Sneaky one, yeah. Okay, sorry, go on.
Nice one. No, perfect. Captain Grammar, anytime. Valeria travels a lot. Italy abroad, job studies. Okay, nice. So she likes the culture.
Excellent. Yeah. Definitely can't wait to escape from home as soon as possible.
Yeah. Me too.
Agreed.
I want to go anywhere. I don't care where. I'll go anywhere. Belarus? Yeah, sure. Why not? Anywhere. But yeah, lovely, Valeria. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, what about, should we look at the last question?
Yeah. That's more interesting, I think.
So let's say ideal trip after the coronavirus that has finished. Where would you like to go? So coronavirus has finished and it's your first holiday. Where would you like to go? What is your ideal trip? What about you, Gaby? Do you have an ideal trip?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, one of my favorite. I've always wanted to do like a grand walking tour or something of like huge distance. I would love to do like a kind of walking tour in Norway or something like that. Kind of, something kind of geographically immense and awesome, and something which requires a great deal of time to accomplish in a way. I would love to do a Norwegian fjord walking tour or something.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that would be fun. Look at that. How far would you like to walk?
Oh, unreasonable distances, I think.
Thousands of miles.
Thousands of miles across stretches of Scandinavian fjord. No, I don't know. A distance which is kind of in some way an achievement, but something I think where you can drink along the way, that kind of thing, I think would be my idea.
Okay, like pubs on the way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
A pub crawl.
Just like
to
basically a huge pub crawl across Norway.
Just an excuse for you to drink. Yeah, okay.
What about you?
Well, I don't know. I think something not in a city. I think after this experience, I'd like to go somewhere outside the city. Maybe like Martina, actually. I'd like to go somewhere beside the sea, not in a city. I think would be ideal for the. I don't know, possibly down like Amalfi Coast sort of area, or Cornwall in the UK. I'd love to visit Cornwall in the UK, but I'm not fussed. Somewhere not in a city, I think.
Somewhere with landscape as opposed to buildings.
Exactly.
Buildings and supermarkets.
Yeah. No supermarkets, please. Maro's saying in America. Very vague, Maro, but okay. Anywhere specifically in America? Canada, Mexico, USA, New York. I'd like to go to New York.
From Marta. Whoops, we keep doing.
Sorry.
Maybe a trip to the south of Italy, like in Sicily or Puglia.
Nice one, yeah. Like to the sort of Aeolian Islands or something. Salina would be lovely, wouldn't it? Very countryside, no cities. Sounds good, Marta. Sounds good. It's difficult though, isn't it? There's so many places. How do you pick an ideal one?
Yeah, I don't know. I do agree with the kind of concept. I like this kind of city. Generally, if we weren't in these conditions, I think cities by seas. I really like islands too. I like Sicily as well. I like the couple of times I've been to Sicily too. There's a fantastic feel to it.
Yeah, that would be nice. Have some good arancina. Or arancino, I think, depending where you are. Cannoli. I'm just naming things I know about Italy.
Things you know about Sicily. Any more, Rob?
Spleen sandwiches. There were creepy sandwiches that's like milze or something. Milze?
What's that?
I don't know. In Palermo, they have
the
spleen sandwiches. It's like sandwiches with spleen in them.
All right. Okay.
I think
that's
milze.
That's a local delicacy, is it?
Yeah.
In your words, creepy sandwiches.
Very creepy sandwiches. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Martina's going it. Pane con la milza.
Thank you, Martina. But yeah, creepy sandwiches. So Valerius agrees with you, I think.
Yeah. I'd like so much to go to Norway to finally see the Boreal Dawn. Yeah. I always wanted to do it since I was 17 years old. Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with you.
Is that the Northern Lights, the Boreal Dawn?
I think effectively. That's something more.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
I think it's synonymous. Yeah.
Maro, New York City. Yeah, I can agree with that. Definitely. I've never been and would love to go.
I went went as a child. It was amazing, but it was so confusing. I went when I was very small, and yeah, it's just like an insane London in a way. It's like London, but more confusing.
Did you feel like you're on the set of Home Alone 2?
Probably, I was probably about the same age, to be honest, I think. And probably did much of the same sort of things in the beginning of the film. No, it's a great. Have you been to this?
Sorry?
Have you been anywhere in the States?
Yeah, I did some work. I did that Camp America, working in a camp for 2 years in Wisconsin, near Chicago, above Chicago.
Okay, cool. It's near the Great Lakes, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Wisconsin's on the lakes, and so Chicago.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So we're going to look at different types of traveler, and I want you to decide what type of traveler are you. Okay. Do you have a traveling style? Maybe Gabe, you could help me with some of these.
Yeah, let's do it. Shall I read out the? Well, we can take it in turns. I can read out the red ones, maybe, and I've swept half of the map with that. Luxury spa. Okay, I'll do the left column. Hitchhiking, charter plane, backpacking, stay with the known.
So what would you say charter plane? What type of style is charter plane?
Charter plane, into what kind of style is I suppose would be renting the entire aircraft, isn't it? Really, that's what it is.
Oh,
would you say?
So you'd have to be quite rich to be a charter plane.
Yeah, it's a richer style, isn't it?
Okay.
Of holiday, I think. Stay with the known.
I think this is like someone that doesn't go outside their comfort zone, maybe. Maybe likes to stay within their own country, like domestic traveling.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Or does a kind of regular holiday circuit in some way, you might think.
Yeah. Someone that goes to the same place every year, maybe stay with the know. Yeah. Okay, on the right-hand side, we have a aimless wanderer, overplanner, fly solo, group tours, and eat local fare. I suppose aimless wanderer, Gabe, what would that be?
I think that's the kind of get lost in potentially it's not very clear whether that's the city or the countryside. I suppose it can be both in some ways, but it's probably somebody who likes to get lost in the landscape, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I would
without a plan.
Without a plan, without a map, potentially as well. Which I would say
overplanner.
Exactly. Fly solo, okay, we're flying alone, yeah. Group tours and eat local fare. I think when we're looking at eat local fare, I think we mean likes to sample local foods, cuisines, drinks, that kind of thing. Yeah. So what's your travel style? If you had to choose one of these.
What type of traveler are you?
What would you say you were, Rob?
I think I've changed over the years. I think I used to maybe do backpacking, and often fly solo. So often I would go on my own backpacking.
Okay. Where would you go nationally? You mean, or is this in Scotland, or is this usually abroad? Okay.
Yeah, it's usually abroad. But I think over the years I've changed, and I've liked luxury more, I think.
Okay. You've grown into expensive tastes.
Exactly. So I'm maybe an aimless luxury wanderer.
I like that.
What about you, Gabe?
I used to do a lot more backpacking, that kind of thing, and I don't like backpacking alone so much. I like backpacking with a couple of people, that kind of deal. Who I want to be is an aimless backpacker, in a way.
Okay.
It's my who I want to be, and I am also a massive fan of the eating local fare kind of deal too. I quite like trying random local stuff, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's always nice.
To imbibe and absorb myself with as much local stuff as possible.
Yeah, lots of local food and stuff.
Yeah,
exactly. That sounds nice. I realized, I think, recently I no longer like backpacking.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
How so?
Well, I don't like.
It's a lot of effort.
It's a lot of work, and I don't like staying in hostels anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So So I've gone off backpacking. Less.
It's a lot of work, isn't it? And it's a lot of things go wrong too, and it can be a lot of effort to fix.
Yeah, exactly. And I like being comfortable, and I find backpacking can often be uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you guys, Valeria, Mauro, Marta, Martina? What do you guys think you're like? What type of traveler are you?
What do you think about group tours? That's down on here as well. Are you in favour or are you against?
Never been on a group tour. No, that's a lie. I went on a bus tour once with a group in Australia, and I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. I was quite young. I think I enjoyed it because I was young, but I was 18. But now I like having freedom to do what I want to do and deciding what I want to do. Would you say you're similar or different?
Yeah, absolutely similar. Usually I don't like being kind of restricted to what is going on or what is the kind of order by a guide in some way. Although I think I used to be far more critical of them until I did a few in my own city in London when I was living in London. And I did a walking tour, I think, of the coffee houses and the history of coffee in London, and how coffee was kind of a vehicle for social rebellion and social unrest. And it was absolutely amazing and completely changed my opinion of kind of those sort of walking tour things. It was really, really good. And it was in my own city as well. So it was, seeing different sides to something that you know quite well.
Okay.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think, like you said, like the day tours can be very nice. It's more like the whole holiday tours I'm not into.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm not sure which one.
So
I suppose this could be.
I used to be a backpacking traveler, but now I'm not, like Rob, a little bit like Rob, yeah.
And now he's an aimless traveler, much like me as well.
Oh, I see, yes. Now I'm an aimless traveler.
I'd say me and Mauro would be fantastic travel companions.
It's true.
We both aimlessly walk around.
In luxury.
In our dressing gowns. Was Martina's backpacking? Okay, nice. But Airbnbs, so you don't like hostels, Martina? So.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
And Marta has lots of money because she likes to charter planes.
I don't like backpacking, yeah.
Yeah, backpacking, yeah. Okay, nice. Hiring your own plane. And Valeria?
When I was younger, I was for sure an overplanner, and I needed to have all my personal stuff with me. By the time I just became more adaptable, absolutely backpacking. I think, okay, just a note on stuff tends to be uncountable. So we could just say all my personal stuff with me. I was for sure an overplanner, and I needed to have all my personal stuff with me. I became more adaptable.
Absolutely usually goes with adjectives, extreme adjectives, not so much with verbs.
I became more adaptable. So yeah, in time I became more adaptable, and I think I'm absolutely a backpacker right now, you might say. As Rob said, absolutely tends to come with adjectives. Or you could stick it alongside. You could say I'm absolutely I would say I'm absolutely a backpacker right now, or something like that. Yeah.
Cool, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, well done, guys. Thank you for sharing. So we're going to look at some idioms now, actually, aren't we, Gabe?
Yeah. Some of these idioms, I think, that we were coming.
So these boat idioms. So there's 6 of them, and we're just going to go through and tell us what do you think they mean. Okay, so what's the definition? Okay, so ship. What do you think it means to jump ship? So, Gabe, can you think of a good example sentence using jump ship, just to help?
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
I suppose in a way, like give up, Martina. But I suppose you'd say like Yeah, I suppose, yeah, to run away without permission, to give up. It's kind of similar, isn't it? You would use it to sort of for changing teams or changing
Yes.
groups.
I think it's got the sense of to leave something though as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely got that sense of leaving or abandoning. It could be a team, or it could be a situation, or it could be a job or something like that. To jump ship.
Yeah.
To abandon something.
You could say, like, my company is doing really badly at the moment. I think I'm going to jump ship. And it just means to leave your company and maybe go to a rival company.
Yeah.
So, these are nice.
To escape
nice
as well.
To run away or to escape. I think so. Yeah. To leave.
Yeah. To switch and to abandon something for something else. Yeah. What about up a creek without a paddle? What's a creek usually?
A creek would be like a river, would it, KB?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a narrow. You said a quite narrow river.
Yeah. So to be up a creek without a paddle, what do you think? Would it be an easy situation or a difficult situation? What do you guys think it would be?
Julia, we have an answer from here. To be, fantastic.
Exactly.
To be in a difficult situation, fantastic. Spot on, Marta, as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. To be in.
For example, you could say during this corona crisis, I can't work and I'm not able to make any money, so I can't pay my rent. So I could say I'm up a creek without a paddle. I'm in a very difficult situation and I don't know what to do. What about whatever floats your boat? So, for example, I could say, Gabe, tonight, do you want to go to the cinema or a restaurant?
And I could say, I don't mind really, whichever one floats your boat.
Exactly. Yeah, Maro. Whatever you'd like, or whatever you'd prefer, or whatever makes you happy.
Exactly, guys. Yeah, spot on.
Whatever floats your boat.
I use that one quite frequently, I think. Whatever floats your boat. I think
because you can never make a decision, Dave.
Because you can never make a decision. Exactly. It's the boat idiom of indecisiveness. I think that one's quite common in informal English, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever you like.
Whereas with this one, I don't know. What do you think about this next one? Ships in the Night, Rob. I don't tend to. I've not used this one so much to my knowledge.
Me neither. Often it comes with like, doesn't it? Like ships in the night.
Yes, exactly. You could often with people. Yeah, they were like ships in the night, or something like that. I think.
It's a good guess, Martina. It's actually not. It's not someone that can help you.
I can see the logic, though, in a way, in ships in the night. It's almost like with this idiom, the kind of the darkness of night has something to do with ships, two ships, and how they relate to one another. Do you get what I'm saying there, Rob?
No.
no, okay.
A little bit. Like, you mean like ships often pass each other in the night. They don't see each other.
Exactly. They don't see each other because of the darkness. This is a more difficult one, I think, than a couple of the others.
So you might be like, oh, me and John were like ships in the night. We see each other every now and again, but not often. That'd be right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. People that pass by one another without seeing each other very often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. As I said, though, that one's not, I think, as commonly used. People that pass each other without meeting often. Yeah, exactly. Whereas this one, in the same boat,
very common.
Is very common. Yeah.
You could say the whole country is in the same boat at the moment. You could say.
We're all in the same boat right now.
Exactly, Valeria and Martina. Exactly, Marta as well. Perfect, yeah. So all in the same situation, all in the same situation. All in the same boat. And the last one, what do you think when your ship comes in?
Are you checking that on the common corpus?
No, I don't even bother. Ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know many people who use this either. What would you say, Rob?
No, it's not a very common phrase.
It's not common.
What do you think it could mean? Yeah, I said kind of, Marta. I suppose in context, you might say something like, oh, you better remember me when your ship comes in. Is that possible, Gabe, or I just invented that?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could say that. When your ship comes in, you better remember me. But the implication of the ship coming in, I think, as Julia has kind of given us, when you reach success, I think that could be quite closely related to when your ship comes in. When your ship comes in, when you reach success, or when success kind of arrives to you, or wealth or something, wealth, success, riches, prosperity. Yeah. Nice.
So, for example, Gabe said he would take us all on a holiday when his ship came in. When his ship comes in.
That's right. When someone reaches a goal, I mean, in this sense, I think what Marta's saying as well is valid too. When you arrive at this kind of I think it's got more to do with success and achievement in some way.
Yeah, and money, sort of making a fortune.
Money. Yeah.
Earning a fortune.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this short text here. Oh my god, this very long text here. Should we skip it? No,
we can get started with it.
Yeah,
at least.
so we're going to start this. We have a short story with some gaps, and just see if you can complete the gaps with the correct idioms. Okay. We are not made of time. We've got 2 minutes left, but let's see if we can start it.
So I can kick us off and see if we can get down to me. Lauren and I had been together for many years before we took this trip that ended up saving our relationship. Things started to get difficult, and I thought taking a break from our stressful daily lives would help the relationship. I asked Lauren where she wanted to go, and she responded, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so it doesn't matter to her. Okay. What do you guys think?
Bam. Yeah, excellent.
Smashed it, Valeria. Fantastic.
Well done, Valeria. Whatever floats your boat. It doesn't matter to me.
And the second bit, it says, even though I wanted to, because things had become so difficult for us, I reminded myself that we were both. So things had been difficult, and he wanted to do something. Valeria is
on a roll.
Fire.
Martina, well done.
Yeah. So even though you wanted to jump ship because things were so difficult for us, I reminded myself that we were both. So both of them. Smashed it, Valeria.
Super.
Yeah, both in the same boat. So even though he wanted to leave, he had to remind himself that they were both together in this situation, in the same situation.
Pushing on, we may get some more answers for that as well. Our story had begun romantically, but now things felt different. We met one time at a cafe and never saw each other again. Well, until a year later.
Okay. So they met each other once and then never saw each other. So they didn't see each other often. Ships in the night, ships in the night, ships in the ships in the ships in the night. Yep, perfect.
Good stuff. Yeah, well done.
We fell in love and quickly moved in together. I felt guilty about spending so much money on a trip because if I got fired tomorrow, I knew we'd be what? What kind of situation would they be in? A good one?
That's right, yeah, Valeria. I knew we'd be up a creek without a paddle. I knew we'd be in a sticky situation, in a bad situation. Yeah. Well done, guys. And I thought one day when your ship comes in and we won't have to worry about money anymore and we can travel wherever we want.
Fantastic. All right, guys, well done. Oh, me and Gabe are actually here all night. So we'll see you in 10 minutes, won't we, Gabe?
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
So I'll see you in 10 minutes. If not, then have a good evening.
Have a nice evening, yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.